big barrel. It's supposed to collect rainwater. Although it's always raining here, that barrel is almost empty. Seems to have a leak somewhere. Although it's always raining here, seems to have a leak somewhere. Willow Creek Museum. That sign must have cost the townsfolk quite a bit. The library. Miss Valley's Empire. The light is off and the door is locked. I'll have to come back later. The clock on the tower is huge. However, it seems to have stopped. That must be the town hall. There's no church in the village, but I saw one on the way here. That's gotta be Willow Creek's bench. Gas bottles. A red and a blue one. Probably to fuel the grill, but I wouldn't bet on it. A chili stall. A bit tatty. And it doesn't look like there's too much going on. There would appear to be a few different types of chili, but I only see one pot. A chili stall. A bit tatty. Hi there.
What would you like? Normal or extra?
What?
Normal chili or extra hot chili?
I actually didn't want any chili. I only wanted to ask a couple of questions.
Nobody gets paid for just standing around.
All those other folks can wait.
Not exactly backwards and coming forwards, are we? I like it. What do you want?
What can you tell me about Willow Creek?
No idea. I was born here and I'll die here, I suppose.
Doesn't exactly sound like there's much going on here.
So there isn't. 10, 12 years ago, it was good here for a while. We could make good money, what with all the tourists. We all thought things were on the up, but it never was. Loads of people lost money, they invested, and then bit by bit the visitors stopped coming.
Yeah, take old Murray and his hotel, for example.
It's still kind of half okay there. He's got a finger in most things round here and takes his cut. There's plenty more, though, that really caught a cold. They went bust. 2, 3 of them hanged themselves.
What can you tell me about Miss Valley?
She's a nutter. She's been in the loony bin. She belongs back in there too, that's what I say.
So, what's wrong with her?
She never got over what happened to her brother.
So? Come on then. What about it?
12 years ago, a series of murders. The murder that caused the biggest sensation all across the country was when little Vic Valley was killed. A little boy was murdered by Samuel Gordon in a stone circle in the forest. In a very nasty way, too.
That's really awful. And Miss Valley...
But she's the sister. She found him the next day. It really screwed her up. Stopped eating, didn't speak to anyone anymore. When she swallowed a load of rat poison, she was committed.
Oh, jeez. And in spite of all that, she's come back out now and is back living in Willow Creek of all places?
Turned up here again a few years back. The doctors reckoned it would be better for her, but once you've had roof damage, then, well, it's always gonna leak, isn't it? That's what I say.
What can you tell me about the museum?
That's another brilliant idea from the town hall. Who, I ask you, wants to see that load of old crap in there?
Huh. Well, the Gordon Family Chronicle is very impressive.
What's so impressive about a bloody book? Does it bring more people into the village? No.
And Bobby.
That bloody Mrs. Puff from the town hall got him the job. One of those unbearable do-gooders, always sticking her nose in and turning Bobby against me.
He seems to take his job very seriously.
Rubbish. I know what's going on. If anyone wanted to break into that museum, then Bobby would be absolutely no deterrent. Thank goodness they didn't give him any kind of weapon.
Bobby in the museum told me that you're his brother. He seems like a really nice guy.
If you only have to put up with him for a few hours, maybe he is. But I've got to knock about with this stupid idiot. Day in and day out. He can't get a single thing right. But everybody fusses about him because he's got it so tough.
Aw, jealous?
Jealous of that idiot?
Does he live with you?
I've been lumbered with him since our parents died. He ought to be put into a home with all the other retards. But who's going to pay for all that?
Nice to hear how your family holds itself together. Who are you?
What's that got to do with you?
My name's Darren. I'm studying English literature and would like to learn more about the country and its people. That sound familiar to you?
Should it?
A fellow student of mine may well have been around here recently.
No idea.
You'd have noticed her. Tall, pretty...
Haven't seen her, and I'm here pretty much all day, hunkered down here. My name's Tom.
Do you know anything about a black ball? It was stolen from the museum a few weeks ago.
I heard about it. It doesn't really interest me, frankly.
So, not exactly a lot going on around here then.
You think I don't know that? Crowds of folk from all over the place. Loads of hungry customers, you said. And then it's getting worse by the year.
Isn't Willow Creek also a bit too small for a fair?
Those clever pillocks in the town all had it all worked out. They reckoned that people from all round these parts would come here. It used to work out okay, too. Everybody wanted to come and have a look at the murder capital. But nowadays, it's just one big loss maker.
The people just aren't gonna be drawn here by a couple of carousels and a few stalls.
And who has to foot the bill for all these fantastic ideas? Me.
Is the pub yours?
Where'd you hear that?
Miss Valley reckons it is.
You shouldn't get involved with that nutter. She's a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
When's the pub open?
This evening, after I've shut down the store. Those commercial Einsteins in the town all make me keep open from 11 in the morning to at least 5 p.m. And in the meantime, I've sold just about sod all. If it was down to me, I'd have chucked all this lot here in the harbour by now. Shoved it up the Lord Mayor's arse.
I need to get on. Willie's Texas Chili. Now that sure makes me feel right at home. Public festival. Only without a public. There's barely a dozen folks here. And at least 2 stalls and the swing boats have already shut up shop. It's simply not worth it. I don't reckon I'm gonna make too much progress here at the fair. The show people aren't from around here and won't be able to help me for sure. Some hand towels which have been hung out to dry. The rooms above a pub are traditionally inhabited by the landlord and his family. Even from down here, you can still see stains on the towels. But I don't need one anyway. The building looks like it was renovated years back, but it's been completely neglected ever since. There's dirt and dust all over the walls. A hose pipe would work wonders. The pub looks anything other than promising. If I was a routine tourist, it would... The pub's still shut. I'll have to come back later. The pub's still shut. The houses here look just as dilapidated as the rest of the place. The village comes to an end less than 100 meters from here. I hardly think there's a quaint alleyway, a picturesque canal, or a peaceful courtyard hidden around the corner. Actually, I'm quite sure there isn't. I've heard that the ghost of Samuel Gordon has apparently been repeatedly sighted in the castle.
That's true. During the bad storm 2 weeks ago, Joseph, the homeless chap, came to me and begged me to let him stay here. He said he'd seen Samuel's ghost behind one of the castle windows. A harrowing face. He thought he would die. That's probably the real reason that no tourists come here anymore.
Yeah, sure. It's got nothing to do with the fact that Willow Creek's got nothing to offer but a couple of cheap plastic corpses. Thanks for the chat, Murray.
My pleasure.
I can't do a thing with the other postcards. It's already bad enough that I've been supporting Murray. I'd rather chop my... There's nothing in my room that could help me. Angelina must have swapped over the old picture with one of my pictures of her. She knew that anyone who knew her would spot it immediately. Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
Have you ever seen Samuel's ghost?
No. And I don't want to see it either. Everyone says he's evil, and then he has black eyes and a really scary face. Tom says I'm a scaredy cat, but I still won't go to the castle. Samuel is evil.
I see. Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
Cleaner. Now, does a bird bath in a lake? The hotel lobby's in there behind the tall windows. It looks like it's a bakery. Or was a bakery. Hard to say whether the building is still in use. It must have been built years ago. But now it looks rather untended and abandoned. Hello, Tom.
What's going on?
Are you scared of Samuel's ghost? Murray says it wanders around the castle.
Yeah, right. And my grandma's Anne Boleyn. He's just into ripping off the tourists. You should see what he does with his stupid soul keys. Hey, that money doesn't earn itself, you know.
I need to get on. Chili, hot chili, super hot chili, Guatemalan hellish hot chili. Well, looks like they might be selling chili here. small, colorful tube. Looks like bubble mixture.
That's mine.
Yeah, sure. I just wanted to have a quick look at it. A small, colorful. Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
Is that your wonderful bubble blowing kit?
Oh, yes, I love blowing bubbles. But I've blown so many today that it's empty.
Maybe I can get some more soapy water for you.
No, thanks. It's nearly closing time. I'm not in the mood anyway. I'm too hungry.
Why's that?
I had no breakfast. Tom didn't buy any bread. We've got no money because the pub isn't doing well. And now there's this expensive stall as well.
But you still need to eat.
Tom doesn't eat much. Beer's just as good as bread, he says.
Yeah, I bet. How about I get you something to eat?
Oh, that would be very nice of you, Darren.
Let's see what I can do. Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
Hello, Tom.
What's going on?
I'd like a portion of chili, please.
Now you do. Normal or odd?
If I'm right, then there's only one pot anyway.
Hot then.
You called it right.
Oh, the mighty Lord is generous to the lower born.
I need to get on.
Eh.
I got you some chili. I hope you like it.
Oh, yeah. But I've got no money.
Don't worry, it's on me.
Oh, thanks, Darren. But I'll give you something too then.
Thanks. An entirely ordinary sparkler. Was definitely much more valuable to Bobby than it is to me. I wouldn't know. Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
So, are you full now?
Yes, was delicious, really hot.
And you still don't want to blow bubbles?
I do, don't have any more bubble mixture.
Should I get some for you?
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
I'll take that with me, okay?
Yeah, okay.
There's neither water nor soap in the pot. There must be some... Yeah, liquid soap. I'll put some in the tube. That's it. There's some gooey soap at the bottom of the pot. Still missing the water. Well, it's water, but it's not enough. It's full. Everything's set. Hobby's gonna like it. Look, Bobby. I filled up the bottle with soapy water.
Wow. Thanks, Darren.
The lock for the cabinet. All right. This is my chance. Got it.
Dear visitors, it is 8 p.m. The museum is now closing. Please make your way to the exit. We would like to thank you for your visit and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow from 11 a.m.
Ah, damn it.
Hi, Darren. We're closing now.
I heard.
You can come back tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, Bobby. See you then.
See you then, Darren.
Damn. I haven't got the key for the main door. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Get out of here!
Huh?
You're putting us all in danger. You are death!
Leave me alone.
It's the curse. The curse. It's gonna get you!
Get out of here.
Death! I told him.
Great. So I'm Death. That's the only piece of information I've picked up on this trip so far. And now, back to the hotel? Or is there anything else for me to find out here? Although it's always raining here, that barrel seems to have a leak somewhere. The stall's shut up. Tom? That's the bum who grabbed me at the museum. Poor crazy loser. Brain's probably totally picked. Hey! What's all that supposed to be at the museum? Hey! You know me?
You are the Antichrist.
Yeah, and you're just a little soft in the head, right?
You can't deny it. It's in you. It's in your veins, in your heart, in your head.
What's in me?
The evil spirit.
Oh, that's enough! Your head is full of crap, marinated in alcohol.
Can you feel it? The menace? The evil?
Oh, get off! I've got nothing more to say to the guy, and he just repeats the same thing. Well, I'm no beer glass expert, but these glasses don't look all that British. I've seen glasses like that in pictures of the Munich Beer Festival. Maybe Tom likes German beer. And likes to serve it German style, too. One full ashtray. Tom seems to have another hobby, apart from drinking. Photos of famous celebs who visited the pub. Impressive. Even the Lord Mayor's been here. A pinball table. Like everything else around here, looks a bit secondhand. Now let's see. High score. First place, Tom. Second place, Tom. And so on. Ninth place, Vic. Interesting. At first glance, it looks like there's plenty of alcohol. Look closer and you can see that nearly all the bottles are empty. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom's his own best customer. Mainly English, Scottish, and Irish specialties. Whiskey, gin, and so on. A map of the surrounding district. Looks like the places where the murders took place are marked on it, too. If I remember correctly, darts was invented here in England. Or was it Ireland? The Brits seem to have a talent for coming up with all these weird games and sports. Golf, billiards, soccer, darts, and all those crazy horse sports. Have you seen anything else interesting?
Yes, we were allowed to look at the castle today. That was really great. The ruins are totally creepy.
But the chili we ate was even better. It was the most delicious I've ever eaten. The trip was worth it for that alone.
Oh, I should try that too. Did you see the ghost?
There are no ghosts. We searched the castle thoroughly.
At least the garden.
No ghosts.
I thought so. Well, enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you, you too.
I don't feel any need to talk to the guy. I don't know what I could ask him. I don't feel any need. I don't know what I could. I would. I don't feel any need to talk. I don't know what I could ask. I've got nothing more to say to the guy, and he just repeats the same. Old rope. It's wrapped around the pole up there, and the other end disappears into the canal. I can't make out where it leads. The water's too dirty. Aha, a little bucket. Perhaps one of the residents wants to save money by collecting some of his water from the canal. The bucket is full of canal water. It seems quite clean in the bucket. At least it looks cleaner than when it was in the canal. The bucket is full of... Locked up. Oh, hello, Miss Valley. It's a small world.
Darren, nice to... yes, who'd have thought it?
Is everything alright?
Me? Yes, why? I mean, why not?
You seem a bit nervous.
Oh, no. I'm just with Murray about... I just see ghosts. It's just the 12 years, you understand.
No.
And how could you? You aren't... I mean, every 12 years... Every 12 years, something terrible happens. In the village, in the castle, in the forest. Dreadful things.
Miss Valley, can I somehow...
Oh, oh no. Please excuse me. It's just that a lot has happened recently, and I thought... Never mind.
No. What did you think? And what's it got to do with this 12-year cycle?
It's got nothing to do with you, fortunately. I have to go.
Miss Valley, What's wrong with her? She seems to have some serious problems. But so have I. Still no trace of Angelina. Perhaps I'll get some brilliant idea tonight. Good evening, Murray. What have you got there?
A letter for your friend.
A letter for Angelina? Unlikely. Who knew that she was here?
But that's what's written on it. Miss Angelina Morgan, Golden's Palace. It was posted somewhere very close to here. Yesterday, I would assume.
Will you give me the letter? It could be important.
Indeed, it could. Important for Miss Morgan.
Give me the damn letter. I gotta...
You've got to restrain yourself, young man. This letter is addressed to Miss Morgan. And I'm not going to breach the sanctity of the post to...
Murray! Angelina has been missing since yesterday. No one in the village has seen her. Maybe she's been kidnapped. Have you considered that?
Perhaps she's on a day trip and doesn't want anything more to do with you. Have you considered that? I must think of the hotel's reputation. I'm not going to give you the letter.
But...
Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Thank you. You've done enough already. There goes my night's rest. I've got to have that letter. It's gonna move things on. I can feel it. A whole load of good books. But I don't know how they're supposed to help me in my search vein. I'm not gonna allow myself a nap while Should I sit myself down in front of the TV? Also, when I look inside again... Okay, I've got two problems. How do I get to the lockboxes without Murray stopping me? And how do I open the box with Angelina's letter in it? That's only possible when Murray isn't looking. That's only possible when I'd rather chop my hand off. Murray sure enjoys his cup of tea in the evenings. He really seems... That's it. Sweet dreams.
Can I help you?
No. No thank you. I'm tired and I'm gonna go to bed now.
Very well.
I'll give him a couple of minutes. Excellent. He's fast asleep. Apart from me, nobody's... Apart from me, I've got my own room key, and I've got Angelina's too. Okay, Murray's asleep. Now I can get to the boxes. But without a key or a lock-picking tool or something like it, I'm not gonna be able to open the box with Angelina's letter in it. And I don't want to go looking for the key in Murray's pockets. He'd notice that and would hand me over to the cops right away. I'd rather chop my hand. Okay, Murray's asleep. Now I can get to the boxes. But without a key or... And I don't want to go looking for the key. A whole load of good books. There's nothing in my room that... I'm not gonna find anything interesting. rather chop my hand off than buy this. There's just one thing. An entirely ordinary sparkler. Angelina's message written in secret. Sunday, 1600. Okay, Murray's asleep. Now I can get to the boxes. But without a key or a lock-picking tool or something like it, and I don't want to go looking. I've got nothing more to say to the guy. Evening.
Huh?
I need to open a locked cupboard. Could you help me with that?
Me? What makes you think that?
Bobby said something.
The fat idiot ought to keep his gob shut.
Now then, can you help me out?
Call a locksmith. You can buy drink from me, nothing else.
Let's have a beer, Tom.
Sure, if you're paying for them both. Just 'cause I own the place doesn't mean I drink for free.
Sure, that's a no-brainer.
What's up?
I'm not so fast.
Haha, Yanks, can't handle proper beer, eh?
Tom, you didn't want to have a drink today.
Shut your gob, Spacko.
You're supposed to be real handy, so I've heard.
There's something in that. My dad had a workshop. I used to help him a lot. I was already tuning mopeds even at 10 years old.
Really? I've got two left hands. I can't even crack a simple lock.
Nice try. But I'm not that boozed up. And I'm not an idiot like him over there.
Why don't you have yourself another beer? It's on me.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Please don't.
Now tell me, Tom, just theoretically speaking, how could I crack a lock in an old safe?
They're not so easy to crack. For a start, you need the right tool.
And that would be...
A lock-picking tool.
Aha. And only theoretically speaking, I could get one of those from you?
Do you think I'm a burglar?
I think you'll want the 50 pounds that I'll give you for it.
Get out of it. Go on. Off with your mate, Bobby. You make a lovely couple. A right pair of tots.
70 pounds?
I want 200 quid.
I haven't got that much.
Loser. Then you're not getting that too. You're all losers. Just using me.
I'd like to bet you couldn't drink 3 pints back to back.
You pay, I'll prove I can.
Okay, go.
There you are.
I somehow suspected that wouldn't be a problem for you. Are you a burglar, Tom?
What bollocks? It's all lies. You don't get decent people stealing.
Exactly. Then you also don't need a lock-picking tool then, do you, Tom?
Peace off, you wanker! Get out! Give me some peace! Off you go! And take that idiot with you too!
I'm only going once you've given me that tool. Here, 50 pounds, and I'll bring it back to you.
It's not my fault, you know. It's Bobby. If he wasn't like he is, things would be better. They all left me on my own. They only left me that animal. How could a decent person get on like that? With such a millstone around their neck.
The tool, Tom?
Not my fault.
I'll take him home.
I'm really sorry, Bobby.
It's okay, Darren.
I feel like the world's biggest asshole. I've got to bend the wire so that the individual lock-in pins are arranged in a line. After that, the lock should then open. That's it. The lock's open. That's it. A letter addressed to Angelina Morgan. Oh, you'd better be worth it. A sealed letter. Angelina's name's on it. It was posted yesterday. Locally around here. I ought to read it. It could get me somewhere. Let's see. If anyone's reading this, then something's gone wrong.
My name is Angelina Morgan, and I'm gathering information about Black Mirror Castle, the Gordon family, and a secret society. I feel under threat and am being followed by a man called Reginald Boris. Please contact the police and Darren Michaels in Biddeford, Maine, USA for further information. I've heard scratching noises coming from beneath my room. I'm scared. I have discovered a space under the floor and was able to decipher the code. The solution was known by two storytelling brothers from Germany, GFT 62 17 1 25. I'm going to throw in this letter and ask Murray for another room. Darren, if you're reading this letter, I've really tried, so I'd like to thank you here for your help. I love you.
No. I would break down if anything happened to her. Noises under her room. Reginald Boris creeping about the hotel. Two storytelling brothers. I bet I could also open the other lockboxes. How was that again? Two storytelling brothers from Germany. And here's a book. Grimm's Fairy Tales, that's gotta be it. There are 15 selected fairy tales in the contents. The Frog King or Iron Henry. Huh. GFT 12, Rapunzel. And so on up to GFT 187. That's exactly what's in Angelina's letter. GFT and then a few numbers. I'll take the contents page with me. Shame about the book, but nobody would have read it in the next 100 years anyway. That's the contents from the book The Fairy Tales of Brothers Grimm. There are 15 in total, all numbered in a list. I only know a few of them. Angelina sent the letter to herself. It was, and if nothing happened to her, then she could have simply thrown the letter in the trash. Let's see. If anyone's reading this, then something's gone wrong.
My name is Angelina Morgan, and I'm gathering information.
That's the contents from the book. Let's see. Still not it. I'm doing something wrong. That's the contents from the book The Fairy Tales of Brothers Grimm. There are 15 in total, all numbered in a list. Let's see. That's it. I heard a quiet click. Ugh. Disgusting stench. That's gotta be the sewers. Or a hole that's being used as a sewer. It's pitch black. I can't tell how deep it is, but I think I have to go down there. Angelina's being held prisoner there somewhere. I know it. I need some light. Without a light, there's a good chance it'll be me who gets injured. I'm not gonna allow myself in.
You can't be serious.
He's fast asleep, like a
Hey.
baby.
My man.
Wake up!
Nah. It's about time.
What can I do for you?
We want another room.
The whole corridor stinks of sewage.
Of course.
No. I don't know what. Huh. Lights up in 3 different colors. Oh man. I hate to buy this thing, but I need light, and I need it now.
An excellent choice, sir. A tribute to your good taste.
Just shut it. The batteries fit and I've got light. So, let's go down into the underground. really is the sewers. Pretty ancient for sure. More than 100 years old. I can see water, and there's some steps in the wall. Oh man, this is not an inviting place. There's an iron ladder on the wall. I ought to be somewhere under the car park or thereabouts. There's a metal cover at the top of the ladder. It's not gonna move an inch. What was that? Hey, there's a metal bar on the wall. I'm taking it with me. You just never know. It stinks especially bad in this section. Now I'm in the same section of the tunnel I've just been in. That stinks. Exactly know what all these grates are for. Maybe they're here to stop all the big pieces of floats in. Or they're here to stop folks breaking into houses from the drains. don't exactly. Seems to be holding. A real dream. Angelina will be able to tell from a... Oh! A real dream. Oh! There's an iron ladder on the wall. There's a metal cover at the top of the ladder. That stinks. I've already just been here. I think I've gone round. Angelina's hotel room is waiting up there. The beam will hold the grate open. The only question is just for how long. Ah! I hate rats. No way I'm putting my hand in there. Piece of timber about 50 centimeters long. A real... If Angelina is here, then she's definitely got to be on this side of the grate. It stinks especially bad in this section. Pipe which goes off downwards at an angle and hangs here. That's a piece of fabric. Could be from a blouse. And it doesn't look like it's been hanging all that long. I hope it's not Angelina's. But whose else could it be? The pipe leads steeply downwards. I can't see where it ends. It's big enough to climb into. Now, is she down there? Angelina! Angelina! Nothing. I'm pretty sure that that's from Angelina's blouse. Here's some blood. Oh, hell. I just hope that the pipe doesn't get any narrower down there, and that I can't find a way back outside. Damn slippery, as though somebody had greased the pipe with... Ah! Ah! Oh! Damn. As if someone has put oil all over the pipe. Ah, the stupid soul key is cracked. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. I've still got the camera. The flash might help. There's something like a metal door here. Some kind of handle. But the door won't open. Damn. It won't work. I can't get the door open like that. I need some... That's the pipe that I slid down. I can feel a slippery substance on the floor. What's that? Something soft. A cloth. I've got it. It feels like rough fabric, but much heavier. And it's very long. A hose. Must be a hose. That's the soul key. Or what's left. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do with that. A metal thing. A bucket. There's something slimy in it. Oil. Stale, old oil. I'll dip the cloth in the oil. Okay, it's drenched in oil, just like my hand. That would burn well, but I couldn't carry a burning rag with me. And just having light here wouldn't really help me. something very cold lying here. Metal. A pole or a tube. It really is a tube. The thick oil slowly running down the bar. But the cloth ought to hold. I've stuffed a corner into the opening of the tube. I'll stick it here in the wall. I don't really want hot oil running over my fingers. Here we go. My last match. Very good. A kind of switchboard with a handful of switches and fuses. A kind of switchboard. Two huge metal tanks, perhaps for fuel or oil. Could also be one. Even with the light on it, looks like a hose. Even with the light on it, I don't need a bucket. Switchboard. No wonder I couldn't open the door in the dark. And it's a sliding door. The metal rails on the wall and floor give that away. That would suggest that I'm in some kind of a bunker. They're usually sliding doors in bunkers because you can still open them after an The door isn't. Perhaps I can open the door with that. Nothing's happening. Even with the light on, it looks like a some kind of oversized tap. There's a connector for a hose on it. Huh. It seems to be normal. No, I don't. Even with the light on, it looks like a hose. Is oil on the floor of the... Of course, the door won't open with that there. Few loose wires are hanging out of the box. Looks as though they've been pulled out on purpose. I'll stick them in again. So let's see. Oh, there's even a light switch. This one here must be the switch for the door. The label makes it somewhat easier. You see? It works. A big, dark room and bars. I can hardly make anything out.
We've been expecting you, Darren.
What is this? Who are you?
One day, you will be our guest.
What are you gonna do? What have you done with
No!
I'm going now. By the way, escape is impossible. This is an old Second World War bunker. There are meter-thick concrete walls, steel, and rock between you and freedom. We'll come for you in a few days, Darren. I wish you a pleasant stay.
Damn it! What do you want from me? Why did you have to use Angelina as bait? Why her? I'm gonna find you. Ugh.
Looks like a screwdriver. What's that doing here? Tinned food, various soups, apricots, beans. I don't intend to stay down here long enough. A chain that's about 2 meters long. That's one of those things you can light gas with. The metal part is rubbed with a kind of flint and then makes sparks. Looks like ready meals in aluminum trays. That's not the kind you'd get in the supermarket. Looks more like it's a to-go tray. I'll just take one. A camping stove. Presumably I'm supposed to heat up my food with it. I'll leave it there. If I need to warm something up or ignite something, then I can do it here. I'll leave it there. A huge padlock. Quite old with a large keyhole. It seems they don't want to let me go thirsty. Huh. That's about 10 liters. If you need around 2 liters a day, that means they want to keep me waiting here for no more than 5 days. Great. A cheap camping table with a chair. I guess there's plastic cutlery on the table. You can't do anything with it. Not even eat properly. The iron bars are covered in rust. I still can't move them. The iron bars are covered. I still can't move them. If that would work, then there's no way they would have left the screwdriver. Damn, the lock seems to be rusted up. I've got to find another way to open it. apart from the fact that I've seriously lost my appetite, it's still very strong. I could use a welding torch right now. Welding powder. It's a mixture of iron oxide and aluminum powder. That stuff burns at almost 2,500 degrees Celsius and can easily melt iron. And iron oxide is in rust. There's enough of that here. I'd rather not. The sparkler will burn out really quickly. I have to do something. Budge an inch. Locked. Camping stove is already on. What do they say about leverage? The bigger the lever. If I could make welding powder out of iron rust and aluminum powder, I could melt the lock with it. Welding powder reaches a temperature of up to 2,500 degrees Celsius. That doesn't just melt iron, it makes it almost evaporate. To ignite the gas first. I'll leave it there, if I need to warm something up. I shouldn't let the flame burn too long. I'd rather not. The sparkler will burn out really quickly. hope I can get enough rust off here. I've collected the powder on the pages of the storybook. Yeah, that should be enough. I'd rather not. I'd better mix the rust powder with the aluminum powder before I put it in the lock. Right. I'll carefully scrape the aluminum off with the knife. Now this can take a while. Alright, I've mixed the aluminum powder with the powdered rust. It's sure not the greatest welding powder, but it ought to do for the lock. That's it. The welding powder's in the lock. Good. It's lit. We'll have to hurry up. It's not gonna burn forever. Alright then. Real careful now. It's really evil stuff. The wicked thing is, it can burn without oxygen. That means you can't put it out with sand, for example. And if you pour water on it, the water is broken down by the heat, creating oxygen, or hydrogen, or oxyhydrogen, explosive gas. Everything explodes and superheated droplets fly everywhere. There's been some serious accidents. So it's not really something to try at home. But this was an emergency. I wonder why there's a jail in this bunker. I'll put the light on first. That was easy. An old box. Let's see. Magnesium flares. I'll take them. Magnesium flares light up very brightly and can also burn underwater. Divers use them. That's no idea what that is. It says here that it's a rubber dinghy with a built-in compressed air capsule. You pull the ripcord and the dinghy inflates within seconds. Sure. It must have been the cutting edge of technology back then. quite thick. The kind that firefighters use. I guess it's been lying around here for years. It probably won't last much longer. The metal locker must be about 50 years old, like most things here. I'm surprised that everything is kept so well. The thick walls probably keep things preserved. There's a box. These are cables with igniters, presumably for dynamite. I'll take one of the cables with me. I don't need any more cable at the... Oh, crap. I know I'm gonna regret this. Oh my god. Angelina's pursuer, Reginald Boris. He's been stabbed to death. Perhaps I'll find some clues to what happened to Angelina. Ah!
Don't let it happen. You have to stop the evil.
God damn it! This can't be for real. This can't be for real. What the hell is that in his breast pocket? Oh, gee, looting a corpse. Just what I needed. But if it helps Angelina... Okay, I've just gotta do it. Sounds like a poem. But this is just half of it. The paper's torn. Days be done, Gordon's son, hanging long and grow, the light end in sight. I've no idea what that means, but I'll take the paper. And there's something else. Insulation tape. That's it. Luckily, there's nothing else here. What have we got here? Whoa, a stick of dynamite. Does 50-year-old dynamite still work? Or does it work too well and explode in my hands? Okay. All right then. I'll leave the other stick here for now. I don't want to push my luck. Good. There's another stick. The cylinder of compressed air would have been refilled using this compressor. It's seen better days, but it's not fit for the junkyard just yet. The cylinder of compressed air... The people who were living in this bunker seem to have left half of the things behind. There are bottles, boards, crates, pipe fittings, cardboard boxes, all kinds of things. Boards, a broken lamp, and an old-fashioned detonating device. A pressure hatch like the ones you see in submarine movies. Looks old, but isn't rusty yet. crate looks pretty rickety. Won't be long before it falls apart. Can't see nothing of interest. The door is bolted from outside. It's a huge armored door. I can't break something like this open. I'll have to look for another way. Absolutely no way. These kind of doors are specifically built to withstand explosions. It would be useless. The door is bolted from outside. It's a huge armored door. I can't break something like this open. I'll have to look for another way. I think I ought to place the charge first, and then make it live. Let's see. There's not much to see. Oh, it smells like stagnant water and rust. This could be some kind of water storage or tank or something. What a disgusting brew. These pieces broke off the concrete girder. The wall here seems to have been repaired, for whatever reason. A hatch. It leads back downward. It's not moving. The hatch is very rusty. Probably because of the water down here. You know, sometimes the only thing that helps is brute force. Okay, very carefully. As soon as electricity flows through the wire, the igniter caps fire, exploding the stick of dynamite. Hopefully that's enough to blast the hatch open. cylinder of compressed air would have been refilled using this compressor. Magnesium flares light up very brightly and can also burn underwater. The metal door closed behind me when the guy pulled one of these levers. Let's see. Huh. Nothing's happening. I don't see any reason to close the door. I'll leave it open so there's a way for me to get back. I wonder why there's a jail in this bunker. I wonder why there's a... The door is bolted from outside. I'll have to look for another one. The door is open and the light is on. There's nothing else I can do here. That wouldn't get me anywhere. The hose would only just reach beyond the cell. What am I gonna achieve with that? The door is... There's nothing else I can do. The door is... There's nothing else I can do. The flame's gone out already? The flame's gone out. The cylinder of compressed air would have been refilled using this compressor. It's seen better days, but it's not fit for the junkyard. Alright, I'll wrap the ends of the two wires around the contacts. The wire is connected to the stick of dynamite in the detonator. You know what? I've always wanted to do this. Damn! There's hardly a scratch on it. It's ripped the handle clean off, but most of the energy from the explosion has just dissipated. The power... I'll have to find another way to open the hatch. The power of the explosion is... I'll have to find another way to open the hatch. There's a pair of gloves and a wrench. I'll take them both with me. If the girder fell down, it would hit the hatch. And one beam, more or less, shouldn't affect its stability. At least I hope it doesn't. And one beam... Hopefully the second stick is as sound as the first one. I hope that works. And one beam more. Another fuse cable. The dynamite should block. I'll wrap the end of the two wires around. This damn beam is blocking my way. I'll put the chain around the piece of concrete. This damn beam is blocking my way. That's not gonna help me. The hose is too short. Sure enough, it's penetrated the hatch. There's some kind of pipe down there. It leads downwards. It would be big enough, and I can't squeeze past the piece of concrete. This damn beam is blocking. The cylinder of compressed air would have been refilled using this. I wonder why there's a jail in this bunker. The wrench was lying under the gloves. You can't read the size on the grip. It's too rusted. Better not now. This damn beam is blocking my way. I've got to find a way to lift it. This damn beam. I'll put the light on first. Fire hose with metal connectors. Not exactly light. The metal connectors at both ends are heavy enough on their own. I've joined the two short hoses into a long one. Better not now. I don't need any more cable at the moment. Better not now. This damn beam is blocking my way. Better not now. The flame's gone out already? The door is... There's nothing else I can do. Better not now. That was the last stick of dynamite. The cylinder of compressed air would have been refilled using this compressor. It's seen better days, but it's not fit for the junkyard just yet. The cylinder of... Magnesium flares light up very bright. The stamp beam. This damn beam is blocked. Is oil on the floor of the pipe. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do with that. I'm not gonna get up this slippery pipe. The door is open and the light is on. There's nothing else I can do. I don't need any more cable at the moment. I've searched Boris's corpse. I don't need any more cable. There are only nuts here, no screws. The cylinder of compressed air. The door is bolted from outside. I'll have to look for another one. Better not now. There are metal eyelets on the dinghy. I'll fasten the chain on there. This damn beam is blocking my way. The boat is attached to the chain, which is wrapped around the piece of concrete. That might work. And up it goes. The concrete beam has broken off a piece of the wall here, and a few wires are sticking out. I think they're live. Damn. Up there's the way out. But there's no ladder here. I'm guessing that the room up there is the one behind the steel door, but I can't get at the grate. Somehow I gotta get up there. Perhaps I could flood this. All right then. I'll put the end in the opening. It's just long enough. still some live electrical wires in the pipe. I'll have to change that first, otherwise I don't need any more cable at the moment. Stripping the wires is a good idea, but doing both at the same time? I'll wrap the gloves with insulating tape. It'd be best to bend the electric wires out of the pipe and into the tank room. Oh, get out of here. All right, that's that. All right then, let's flood the pipe. That should be enough. Those are not... That won't work. That won't work. They're too tight. It's working. Keep going, keep going. Just one more. Oh, that's it. Just in time. A pile of stones. Most of the stones must weigh at least 30 or 40 kilos. They look really heavy. An old wagon, like what used to be used in mines. It appears to have been built to transport heavy. It looks very solid. I can't move the wagon as long as... They look really heavy. An iron chain, quite solid and around. This room looks less like a bunker than the other one. More a combination of a bunker and a mine. Perhaps the builder of this bunker used a remote part of an old mine? The rock face gives extra protection, and less earth would have to be moved. There's a crevice, a crack in the stone, about half a meter high. I can't really make out much, but the crevice seems to go up diagonally. The crevice has been covered by a grate. That might suggest that it leads outside, but the bars of the grate are very thick and secured in concrete. It's gonna take a lot of force to bend it or rip it from the stone. The crevice has been covered, but the bars of the grate. Brilliant. I almost killed myself getting through the first door. And you wouldn't expect anything else. It ain't doing the slightest thing. Bunker room's on the other side. Maybe the door. The bunker room's on the other side. Maybe the door can be opened from this. I've only just found the chain. I don't want to throw it away already. I'll just put the chain around 2 of the bars. If they're ripped out, I'll have enough space to climb into the crevice. Now I need to fasten the other end of the chain somewhere. They look really heavy. The wagon's not gonna run away from me. They look really heavy. A pile of stones. I can't move the wagon as long as it's missing a wheel. I almost drowned just now, and I want that to... Perhaps there's some kind of control. The door is closed, and at least perhaps there's some kind of control. I bet it opens the door to the main. The compressor's flywheel is about the size of the wagon's wheels, and it's fastened with 4 nuts. The compressor's flywheel is about the size of the wagon's wheels, and it's fastened with 4 nuts. Got it. coincidence if that fits. But I guess I need some luck sometimes too. It could really fit. It's a little smaller than the other wheels, but it's just as solid. They look really heavy. The wagon's not gonna run away from me. There's no reason to chain it up. One end of the chain is already hanging on the... Let's see... It works! That's it. The planks aren't quite as robust as I thought. They look really heavy. I'll hook the chain under the coupling. It's directly attached to the frame and should be able to hold plenty. That's it. The bars and the wagon are connected by the chain. They look really heavy. Now I've got a wagon chained. Now I've got a wagon. Weird. One of the planks is broken. There's a shaft down there. I can't see the floor. I can just see... I'll move the planks to the wall over there. Still not much to see. The light only reaches a few feet down. I haven't got a clue where the shaft leads. I can't see anything. I can't smell anything. Not the faintest breeze, nothing. I haven't got a clue where the The stones are adding real weight, and I can barely manage to get them into the wagon. The wagon full of stones must weigh a good half a ton. The wagon is right at the edge of the shaft, and it's full of 100-weight stones. I might be able to move it that short distance with a lever. The planks are of various thickness, and some are much more worn than others. Perhaps they're made out of different kinds of... I'll take one of the thick... Alright then. I just need to make sure to get out of the way quick enough as soon as the wagon falls. Okay, the two bars have been ripped clean out of the concrete. Now there's enough room to climb up through the crevice. Let's hope that the crevice leads to freedom. Assembly room? Oh, this can't be for real. Fortunately, it looks like there's no one here. myself standing in front of locked doors.
Ugh! Oh, hell.
That's another way of doing it. Is this some kind of assembly room? A club room for the local necroman. Okay. There's several folded cloaks lying in front of the chest. 5 or 6 of them. No clue.
All right. Calm down now. Angelina's still missing. Perhaps why? Where is she now? Perhaps I should talk to Miss Val. The question is, what's with the Order? I mean, who belongs to it? What do they want from me? Ah! Oh. My head. Who the hell was that? Now where am I? I've got to free myself somehow before whoever it is comes back.
A green plastic bottle. I can't see what it is exactly. I'll shove it closer into the light. Huh. Kerosene. Judging by the weight, there's also still some in it. Huh. An old kerosene lamp. Looks pretty big and heavy. Glass is missing. There's bright daylight streaming between the nailed-up planks. How long was I out for? There's bright daylight. A few shards of glass, probably from the broken oil lamp. I could try to cut the bottle open. The kerosene is spread and has run into the crannies in the wood. There's a small pool of it left. I could hold the glass shard in one of the sunbeams. It's curved and might focus the light. Maybe it'd light the kerosene. But then I'd be sitting in a blazing pool of kerosene. Not exactly desirable. I can't reach it. The furniture's been covered to protect it from dust. A thin... Got it. An old cleaning cloth. Quite obviously not been used for quite some time. I think I've got it all. I better leave it there. I wouldn't be able to cut through the ropes. There's bright daylight streaming. The rags soaked in kerosene. The rags soaked in kerosene. I better leave it there. Good. I'll hold the shard of glass. I think it's doing it. The shard focuses the light and hits a tiny spot on the material. Now that oughta... Wow. Way cool. Only a small fire for sure, but still way too big for me to undo my ropes. Oh, okay. I have to get there. That looks better already. Much better. The windows are nailed up with heavy planks. Let's see what's behind it. Interesting. A family tree. Hey, maybe he'll give me some pointers to where I... There, right at the top. Samuel and Catherine Gordon. Then is that the Gordon's family tree? So this house also belongs to a Gordon. Are they behind the whole thing? Gordon's family tree, beginning with Marcus and Mordred and going up to Samuel and Catherine Gordon. Hundreds of years of family history, full of murder and suffering. The idea of these things is that you hang your suit or uniform over it to stop it creasing. You can then... This rope. the office chair won't fit in here at all. The office chair won't. The remains of what I was tied up with. Perhaps the occupiers weren't able to take them with them, but also didn't want to just leave them to the rats and mice. That's why they bundled them all up as tightly as they could. The thing weighs at least 30 kilos. I'd rather not drag that around with me. The cloth is so tightly bound that it's gone rock solid. The cloth is so... This place in the wall looks a little strange somehow. A secret compartment. Oops, a kid's toy. Nothing more than kids' toys. Some child must have made themselves a store here. A battery-powered toy car. When you turn it on, it just... I've already got the toy car. Two landscape pictures. One shows a small rural town, and the other one... There's a brass plate under the picture of the town. There's something... A hallway with a stair at the end. There's a kids program on the TV.
Is there anything I can do for you, Samuel?
What the hell is that?
Hello? Yes. We arrived. It's nice here. Everything's just like you said. No, Tom's gone shopping. Yes, Tom tied him up with rope up. I know. The man wasn't very nice to me, but I don't think it's good that he can't leave. Yes, I'll keep a watch. Bye.
I think I'm slowly going mad. There was a woman's voice. She called me Samuel, and I heard music. Alright, now I really must pull myself together. Bobby's sitting down there, and Tom's somewhere around too. The pair of them have kidnapped me, on behalf of someone who knows this house. But where the hell am I here? And more importantly, how the hell do I get away? There's some other stuff on the shelf. Looks like the mice have been at them. Some of the things have holes in them.